Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome to a quick, candid minute, New York Giants style. You know what I mean? Candid corner tonight, so I'm gonna do a complete wrap up of everything then. But I just had to say, and shame on me, because quite honestly, I wasn't certain if the Giants would be able to beat the Ravens. I mean, wide receiver is still a major issue for us. You know what I mean? And I just figure, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, Lamar and them might have just outshot us. But I have to give credit to Wink Martindale and the defense because he took it to his former bosses quite well and the former family. He took it to them quite well. And they just literally made Lamar's life extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. And that's what you got to do with all world talent like that, and they did. And on offense, I was really glad to see Wandale out there, you know. And I played myself in one of my fantasy leagues. I left him on my bench by accident. Meant to play him. I really did, I promise. Left him on my bench. Wasted. But nah, there's still a lot more that we need to see from him, but it was good to see, the flashes of what we thought he can do and what we think he can do. You know what I mean? So I'm just really looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to, you know, next week actually, because Jacksonville is a team we could possibly beat. Now, I don't want to go into that thinking we can get them and then all of a sudden we get God, because that's not great. But just saying, that's a team that we could possibly get another W on, given the way that we're playing right now. We gotta check on Saquon, and we gotta worry about that shoulder, man. That shoulder's scary, bruh. He's taking a lot of hits, and that shoulder look like he needs rest. You know what I mean? So hopefully it doesn't become a more major issue, in the future. Uh, Daniel Jones. I love my guy. You know what I mean? I love my guy. Clearly, he didn't run as much yesterday, so that tells me the ankle is still there, and they're still nursing it and making sure that he gets to 100%. So they don't really want him running around and tweaking it. Uh, our running game, our very explosive running game, slowed down a bit because Baltimore was excellent on run defense. They were tough as nails. But as it goes, we still get it. We still got Saquon, and the O line has been playing a lot better lately. It has. I'll give it that. So they've been opening up the holes and all that good stuff and keeping Daniel upright, kind of for the most part. But again, at the end of the day, the lack of wide receivers, the lack of skill talent, is what's going to hinder us against some of the more potent teams going forward. So I know Joe Shane. I know you was having a good time. You slapping fives and all that. Now put your tie on and get to work and go get us some wide receivers. I mean, honestly, dude, we already know we cannot depend on Kadarius Tony for performance. And Kenny Galladay is a shame for Giant fans. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That boy a shame. I don't know what Darius Slayton did between like year before last and this year to get in the doghouse. But dude, at the end of the day, catch balls, and that'll get you out of the doghouse. Get yourself open and catch balls. You know what I mean? Daniel Bellinger had himself a game, and tight end, I like this guy. You know, folk folk know how to. He knows how to be in the right place, and that's important. So I'm really really excited. I mean, and I can't. Listen, 5-1. You know, 3-1, 4-1, even 4-1. You know, you could be like, yeah, but that team, but 5-1, and against the Packers and the Ravens. You know what I mean? Playoff teams last year type style. Uh, uh, I don't know if you could discount this 5-1. Now, sure, schedule, strength of schedule, and all that. Sure, that matters. But at the end of the day, we're still playing NFL teams. It's not like we're playing in college. So you know, I get that with the schedule, but the schedule is what it is. The Giants just have to play, and so far they've been playing it very well. And again, you don't want to speculate. You don't want to go too far. I mean, because honestly, without wide receivers, I really don't know just how far this team will go. But the way the defense is playing, and even with guys that we have that were out, you know what I mean? The way the defense is playing, and the way the offense is never give up. I'll put it like this: if you don't want to see us in the playoffs because you don't know what we might do. So you don't necessarily want to see us in the playoffs. That's what I'll say about the Giants so far. I don't know if we're a playoff team, to be honest. You know, but I do know that I don't think teams want to see us in the playoffs. I apologize for some of the pauses this morning. Traffic has been very interesting. It's Monday morning, so it's always, a little adventure, so to speak. Uh, Philadelphia is real. And if we don't have skilled players locked in tight by the time we play the Eagles, we're going to. It's not going to be great. It's not going to be great. So hopefully we'll be able to at least, or if by that time maybe Wandale and them kind of round out in the form. Who knows? But I do know Philly is real, and good. And I never ever ever root for the Eagles because of course I'm a Giant. But good luck to the Eagles because I root for the Cowboys even less. And they're 4-2 now. So we are literally the number 2 team in the league in our division. Behind the only undefeated team. Well, I'm not sure. I think they're the only undefeated team. I gotta look that up, but I think they are. So that's kind of saying something, And you look around at the league, and a lot of these teams that were supposed to be these all-world beating teams are like 3-3. You know, ah, wait till tonight. I'll get into wow the Packers debacle because something has to be done. They lost to New York in the last 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure they're hating the Big Apple right now. But there's something more wrong with Packerland than I think we realize. But again, on to bigger and better things. We've got Jacksonville coming in this week, and they lost a really close one to the Colts. So there's going to be revenge in their minds or getting right again. You know what I mean? That's definitely something. It was a truck, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching and everything. It was a truck. The light was turning yellow. This joker decides to stop. And now we're in this weird vicarious position where cars can fly behind us and smack into me because this guy is kind of cornered and bent. And so I'm just sitting here like, great. So while I'm listening to Missy and getting my So anyway, yeah, this is a good, fun time, giant Monday morning, y'all. This is supposed to be a 2-minute video. It's now 10 minutes, because there was a lot to talk about and break down in the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm very proud of our team. I'm very proud of our unit. Daniel Jones is my quarterback. Saquon Barkley is my running back. You know, that Giants defense is there. It's getting there. It's really, really getting there. So see you next week. Hopefully, next time we talk, we'll have another Giants W to discuss. But these are also the very dangerous games because, you know, if we go into it at all with any little bit of, oh, we got this, we could get got. You know, so this is, by very definition, a trap game. So just go into it, Giants, and do your best. And hopefully we'll get this next up, man. Big shouts to Entertainer, Tommy, and all the other Giant fans on Twitter holding it down. You know what I mean? Let's go.